Hey YouTube, welcome to Tinker with Tools. Today we are going to talk about the Milwaukee Fuel 1/4 inch impact driver. Now this tool is getting a little bit older, especially in comparison to some of its newer counterparts that have been recently released, either from DeWalt or if you're looking at some of the other ones from Flex or different tool companies like that. But I still think there's quite a bit of good here and a lot of things that are going right with it. So let's review that today. For those of you who aren't familiar with impact drivers are going to be offering typically more torque, and although they do have high RPMs, are going to deliver that power in a much more controlled way than a drill. A drill only has its rotational force unless you're talking about a hammer drill, and so you're actually not going to be getting as much control, in my opinion, when driving a small screw or fastener or even a large screw or fastener. Drills also have the tendency that when they bind up a little bit, they can actually rip out of your hands, injuring your wrist or causing damage to a nearby wall or furniture item that you're doing. Impact drivers are going to be a little bit more control, and that's not to say that there aren't trade-offs with it, because you are going to be dealing with the noise. Although this tool sounds just like a drill when it's doing that, as soon as it starts impacting, you're going to get a lot more noise. The sound of the hammer and anvil system is actually significantly louder than a drill, especially if you're working indoors or in closed confined spaces, or if you end up like me and having to try and work when kids are already asleep because you're doing work either early in the morning or at night. You're going to have to be a little more cautious of that. Milwaukee's impact is compact and lightweight. You know, like I said, up until recently, when the DeWalt kind of dethroned it as the smallest impact, this was, for quite some time, the smallest impact there was on the market. Still feels great in the hand, offers good weight. I like to pair mine with a high output 3.0 battery. I think it gives the perfect blend of giving you some real good power and decent runtime, especially for smaller jobs, without putting too much weight on it. So this tool is actually going to have a max of 4,300 impacts per minute and 3,600 RPMs. If you kind of compare those specs around to its competition, you're going to find that it's going to be top in its class. It does have an LED light you can see right there that is going to stay on while the tool is working, and for a few seconds after, it does go off pretty quick. There's also a 3-speed gearbox. It's going to give you a little bit more control depending on what you're doing. It's going to give you a little bit more control depending on what you're doing and how you're using that application. Now this right now comes in at $149 for a bare tool, or you can get it in a kit with 2 5 amp hour batteries and a charger and a small bag for $299. Right now, if you head on over to Home Depot, you can actually get this impact driver with their top of the line M18 fuel hammer drill, 2 5.0 batteries, and a hard carrying case, not just a soft bag, for $349. Normally it's $399, so you're getting about $50 off there. So now let's go ahead and take this tool through its paces, see what it can do. So there you have it. When you're talking about impact drivers, I still think this deserves to be considered at the top of the market. It may not be the most comfortable. I think there are some that kind of beat it there. But in terms of overall comfort, power, and just a nice small package, I think it does a really good job at delivering on its value. And it certainly feels like it's a premium tool. If you like this video, go ahead and give us a like. And if you want to see more videos just like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget the bell so you can be notified when we release new videos. Until next time, this has been Tinker with Tools.